It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Lakers have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals, and with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the Nets? Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
It's been a very one-sided NBA Finals. It's 3-0. Could we be crowning a champion tonight? We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Brian, we've heard a lot of critique of some of the fouls that are called. Ask Warriors head coach Steve Kerr. He said, quote, "We've gotten out of control, gifting offensive players the ability to jump 3 or 4 feet into a guy and draw a foul. It's not a basketball play. Give the defensive player some benefit of the doubt, guys."
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Makes a good point. You look at Brooklyn, no other way to put it, a nightmare performance on the league's biggest stage. Can they stave off elimination for pride's sake, if nothing else?
And getting swept as a top seed would certainly sting. They'll do everything possible to avoid that fate here tonight.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Harden at the 2 with Harris at small forward. Kevin Durant is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Irving in at the 1. And for the Lakers, the big 3 for this team all out there. Westbrook the point, LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Kent Bazemore is out there with Dwight Howard. Now here's Irving. Harden, the pass to Harris. Clock at 6. Harris on the wing. Drains the triple.
You know, knocking down the 3 guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
Harris against James, driving to the basket. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Now here's Harden. He's closely guarded. Durant with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. And yep, it's good.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Westbrook outside. Connects from downtown.
Boy, and that's a big deal for Westbrook because when he starts to knock down shots from distance, it really opens up his full bag of attack mode offense.
Now here's Irving. Nice shot by Durant.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Harris against James. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with LeBron. I mean, he's a clever shooter who knows how to draw fouls. He uses his body really well.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
You know, it's really been fun watching LeBron evolve his game over the years, and being a fellow Northeastern Ohio guy, I take pride in what he's been able to do. He always seems to find a way to maximize his effectiveness on the floor and adapt to whatever he needs to adapt to be outstanding.
Both free throws good from James. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Outside Harden. Pass to Durant. Shoots over Davis. And it's blocked by Davis.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
James against Harris. For three, Westbrook hits the trifecta. Westbrook's got 6.
Well, LeBron James is clearly a tremendously talented passer. When a guy is open, you'll get him the ball.
Aldridge against Howard. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game. And the Lakers with some changes. Gasol's checked in for Howard. Anthony comes in for James. And it's Monk in for Bazemore. Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Now here's Harris. On the wing, Durant. Just 5 to shoot. And it's in there.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Minute 32 left in the opening quarter. Westbrook outside. And then Westbrook slams it in.
Oh, man, you want to talk about taking flight? That's exactly what he did, making it look effortless.
The Nets have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Irving against Westbrook. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And the Lakers with some changes. Ariza's checked in for Anthony Davis, and Nunn is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Harris. Free throw good from Irving.
Hard to keep up with Irving. I mean, this guy knows how to get to the line. He's a multi-dimensional scorer, always attacking.
Harden against Monk. Out left to the wing. Gasol inside. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Boy, between his passing and his movement, I tell you, Gasol creates a lot of problems in the paint. Frees him up for some high percentage shots as a result.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Claxton. Back to Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Outside Monk. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Irving against Nunn. And Griffin slams it in.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Here's Anthony. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Russell Westbrook, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More 2K action in just a moment. And the imagination of Kyrie Irving finishing around the rim, he says it goes way back.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finishes. That's what I go back to. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation, I kind of feel like the attitude I get is this is what I do.
Hey, can't you just picture Kyrie as a kid stretching the limits of his creativity?
I can. And legend has it, growing up, Kyrie's backboard had a corner busted off, so he learned to put spin on the ball to finish around it.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Rajon Rondo out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's LeBron James. Then it's Carmelo Anthony. And it's Davis in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Yeah, you know, LeBron's mental strength is just so focused that nothing much phases him. He stays locked in.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Millsap. Back to Durant. There's the three. Gets the three ball to go. Durant's got 7.
Boy, his timing is just superb. Durant absolutely lethal on catch and shoot opportunities.
Westbrook against Brown. James outside and slam dunk by James.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside Mills. Durant against Anthony. Harris outside. 5 on the clock. Millsap, a screen on Westbrook. For 3, here's Harris. The shot that time not on target. And the Lakers going the other way now. Outside, Rondo. Westbrook outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you the rock.
Now here's Mills. Checked by Rondo. Pass to Durant. There's the triple. He drops it from range. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 11. That one goes in.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the Lakers with some changes. Howard's checked in for Anthony. Ariza comes in for James. And Bazemore is subbed in for Rondo. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Griffin, he's checked in for Millsap. Johnson comes in for Durant. Harden, he's checked in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Mills. Westbrook outside. Outside for Davis. Pass to Howard. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And the basket by Westbrook.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Irving against Westbrook. Irving attacking. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 5 points.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
Back to Bazemore. Pass to Westbrook. Howard, the screen. Shot from the top of the key. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. 18 points for him.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
And Dwight Howard picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Irving. Going inside. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
And so we wrap up the first half. Lakers ahead, up 8. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks a lot. I'm with Frank Vogel. And, Coach, what's going to be critical in the second half to get this win?
Just be us. Okay? We got to go on the three-point line, keep them off the free throw line, make contested twos. We got to move the basketball offensively.
Your expectations are always high defensively. Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Los Angeles Lakers.
It all starts with their shooting, and they're on fire from behind the arc. And I could say the opposite when it comes to the other side. When there's this much disparity in three-point shooting, it usually makes a big difference on the scoreboard.
Looking at how the Nets are doing in this series. Hey, Big, how tough is it to get motivated for a game like this when your season is more or less over?
Someone who's got a problem getting motivated for any playoff game should not be in the NBA. This is where you got to bring it, Ernie. Lay it all on the line every time.
You know what? No one wants to go out of the playoffs with a whimper. They want to go out fighting. That will, that energy, they won't roll over.
That'll do it for us. With a whimper, we go back to courtside.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. A fantastic game from Russell Westbrook in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Harrison Durant in as the forwards. The star-studded backcourt of Irving and Harden. And it's Aldridge in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Irving, the pass to Durant. There's a screen by Aldridge. Back to Irving. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Boy, a fantastic job by Aldridge to lay into that defender on the screen.
One shot.
That free throw good from Irving. The Lakers in the lead. Westbrook with it. 18 points for him. Outside Davis. It's James on the wing. Crafty move. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. And the Lakers making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Here's Harden. Pass to Durant. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And Gasol with the block.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
Now here's Harden. Here's Durant. Some solid defense from Gasol.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Back to James. Six to shoot. Back to Davis. Over Aldridge. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by James. and the Lakers lead by 15. Irving against Westbrook. Pass to Harden. To win the run. And then Harden with the jam.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Anthony's checked in for Davis. Monk comes in for Bazemore. And Nunn is subbed in for Westbrook. Millsap, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Mills comes in for Irving. Now, here is James. He's got 13.
Nasty right there. Oh, my goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish. Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Pass to Harden. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. The kick to Durant. Here's Millsap. Monk covers. Count it.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third. Harris against James. And there's the drive. And it's James with the jam.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And the Nets call time here. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Gasol. Davis comes in for Anthony. Bazemore's checked in for Monk. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Nunn. Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Claxton comes in for Harris. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
And that's good as he hits both shots. .51 seconds left in the third. Westbrook outside. Pass to Howard. Here's James. Shot clock at 6. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
It's been a perfect start coming out of the half. I mean, you have to really love the execution. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Westbrook outside. Pass to Davis. It's Bazemore on the wing. Outside Davis. From 15 feet away. That shot no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Carmelo Anthony. Malik Monk is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Marc Gasol, and it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Laker 5. Pass to Gasol. Now Rondo. And stolen by Irving. Here's the break. The 3, here's Harris. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. Now here's Rondo. He's guarded by Irving. Outside, Rondo. Pass to Gasol. Here's Ariza. Oh, stolen by Harris. Irving, the pass to Harris. Johnson a screen on Monk. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marc Gasol. That'll be a second foul of the game. Nunn's checked in for Ariza. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Irving. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Now here's Rondo. He's guarded by Irving. Anthony outside. Pass to Nunn. Shot clock at 3. Here's Rondo. Hits the three-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 11.
You know, when Rondo is at his most effective, he's setting up people, but he's also getting some points for himself on the perimeter. Then the passing lanes really open up for him, and he can give you real headaches when that happens.
Irving goes in. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Outside Monk. Inside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. James is checked in for the Lakers. And a change for the Nets. Aldridge is checked in for Johnson. And the Lakers call time here. They're ahead by 9. 1:41 left to play in the fourth quarter. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Gasol. Anthony Davis comes in for Anthony. Bazemore's checked in for Monk. And it's Westbrook in for Nunn. And a change for the Nets. Durant, he's checked in for Griffin.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel told the team earlier. He did everything he could to rally the guys, saying, quote, "It all comes down to these final moments. Play your heart out. That's all I ask. You have played like champions, so let's become champions."
Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Kevin Durant. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
The other thing, they continue to fill it up from three-point range, making it look easy.
Durant, the pass to Harris. Got it.
You know, Harris loves to shoot it outside, but I like seeing him capitalize from there, too.
Harris has gone 3 of 4 here from the field.
That's going to do it for this game. These teams, the entire season, what an unbelievable journey. It'll be a hoisting of the Larry O'Brien for the Lakers.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And what a dominant showing here in these finals. They are going to coast to a title with a clean sweep. You could tell how badly they wanted to win this trophy as soon as the series got underway.
And it's a testament to their work ethic and passion for the game. They wanted this championship bad, and they went out there and left no doubt in anyone's mind that they were the better team that deserved to win this series.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LeBron James.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Boy, that's a tough take there by Durant. He gets off the shot, his finesse coming into play there, and he's able to draw the foul as a result.
And he can't hit the second. James against Harris. James passes to Westbrook. Back to James. And there it is! The Los Angeles Lakers have won it all! What an incredible ride! Culminating in a championship. What a team! This will go down as one of the great sports moments in the history of this city. And listen to this crowd. Players talk about having to tune out the noise and focus on the task at hand. This is the noise they've been waiting to hear all year long.
Absolutely incredible. Look at the guys celebrating, understanding the work, the sacrifice, the discipline that goes into winning a championship in this building.
And now we send it to Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, for the trophy presentation.
The NBA champions. Congratulations to the whole organization and, of course, this incredible team. This Larry O'Brien trophy, and I believe this suitcase are yours. You're Bill Russell, Finals MVP.
What an effort from this young man. Will go down as one of the great finals performances of all time.
It's been a great season, and thanks for being along the ride with us the whole way. This is the NBA on 2K Sports.